All right. Oops. All right, so now the real question is, how important are these? Do I do these on stream? Guess I'll try one and find out. These are kind of absurd, honestly. You looked at fusion stuff, Onyx? Yeah, catch and counter. Like, I actually tried to do that for once, instead of just tanking all those hits. Big first hit. Yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure Miyamoto was against the idea of guns in a Mario game, but that doesn't really hold for a Zelda, I guess. Oh, is this just replaying the story mission? Alright. I guess you get new rewards for it, but it's just a reskin, not even reskin, just reused. Oh, you just flat out throw the rocks back? That's nice. That's pretty cool. I wasn't expecting it to be an animation, honestly. Alright, so the first weapon determines what ability you get, and then you use matching ones to, is it boosted or what? Hello, Maximus Wolf. Yeah, I think the Divine Beast missions are pretty cool. There's lots of stuff to them. It's not super complicated or anything. It's basically just a thing where you use really overpowered abilities to rack up tens of thousands of KOs. But it's still pretty neat, and the scale is awesome. Kind of got like a very slow scale punch up set of rules to it, where you have to, if you're attacking, you can't block, and then blocking does the auto counter. But block is also kind of slow. I stand by, these are maybe a bit too powerful to actually exist in the Zelda universe. These would just destroy Hyrule wholesale. Yeah, it is a nice set piece. And going by the fact that this appeared on the map, I'm assuming there's multiple of these missions. Oh yeah, so it's literally just, I just noticed the icon on the side. I wasn't paying much attention, but You just have to defeat a bunch of enemies in the exact same mission that was in the story. So yeah, this is non-essential stuff. These guys are lucky. My attacks just get disabled the moment I get enough kills. My bloodlust is sated. Alright, so you have to match seals. So I guess really what you want to do is get a good weapon for each seal type and then just max out all the abilities for that. Instead of just fusing everything. Oh, what are you trying to tell me to do? Zelda's training, yeah. Yeah, she could do that. But canonically she doesn't, so let's go to the story. Alright. Yeah, I'll use Zelda. Gotta switch her weapon. And then Daruk, right, I'll use Daruk. I haven't used him much either.
No matter what, we will see this through.
Alright. Yeah, Onyx does sound very weird, honestly. Like, I've said before, I think both of the streams, so wait, this is my fourth one, isn't it? Anyways, I've said before on previous streams that I don't like systems where you just get a whole bunch of weapons with random abilities and random stats and stuff. I much prefer, like, here are 8 weapons, you can upgrade them, or something like that. Like, I think I said I'd much rather have just, you click on a weapon and you go into a skill tree and then you use items or money or whatever to boost abilities and stats and whatever else.
Zelda, seeking data to help calibrate the divine beasts, accompanied them.
Man, Zelda's so smart.
As did Link, for he
No, actually, that's kind of surprising to have to say that because she has always had the Triforce of Wisdom. It's just, that's never really been a huge deal though. Like, it's never, her wisdom has always been manifested in the form of shooting lasers that solve problems.
Hyrule's king chose us to perform this pivotal task. It will be my honor to excel, as always. Then there's you. The one part that doesn't add up.
Man, Revali is so stupid.
This nobody be trusted to lead us in the coming battle.
Honestly, I have no idea, Neem Cycle, if this is a cutscene from Breath of the Wild. I don't remember the cutscenes super well. I actually meant to rewatch them to be refreshed, but then I just didn't.
Really now, it makes no sense. Well, my one comfort is that your reputation will be completely ruined once you fail. The Fallen Knight.
Revali, how long do you expect us to put up with your prattle, huh?
You know, Link did fall. His reputation was just completely annihilated. So Revali's not wrong.
What I'm made of. Now witness Va Meadow's divine power.
Ooh, playable Val Meadow is going to be neat because it's completely different from the other ones. All right, let's liberate the Korok Forest, one way or the other. Oh, you can move freely, yeah. At first I thought this might be a on-rails stage or something. This just feels ridiculous. What else have I got? Oh. Yeah, he doesn't have a Y move. And yeah, this is just the standard thing. The other ones at least try to be like kind of thematic. They'll be like, oh yeah, you're throwing lava. This is just like, no, Gatling gun. Also, yeah, man, he can't escape being Falco. Wait, is this the scale of those Hinoxes right? That they feel way too big. Also, I guess this is canon to the Master Quest version of Breath of the Wild, or is it Hero Mode? Either way, these flying things weren't in the base game. Yeah, I'll liberate them from their bodies, Onyx. Fortunate Son starts playing. Man, I don't just... Zelda's always had that weird fantasy relationship with technology, but I just imagining like how in some Zelda games they tell you about a legend that is a previous Zelda game, like Wind Waker, they talk about the adventures of Ocarina of Time and stuff like that. But I'm just imagining like, so this is a legend passed down in the royal family. One time Korok Forest was in danger. Luckily, we had a giant bird that shot lasers, and it took down all 27 outposts. Man, where's the music? This is classic Breath of the Wild. I don't know if it's the mist or draw distance, but it's kind of hard to see where these outposts are. Or maybe it's just the resolution. There's a lot of factors when it comes to Switch games. Did the mech do a judgment cut? Yes. After all, Revali is Virgil. He's the Virgil to Link. Link is the Dante. Wait, these things just keep coming back. They're not the outposts? What's the... Oh, there's more stuff down here. Oops. Like, these lasers literally have, like, the energy of, like, a Flash cartoon or something like that, where someone just comes in, like it kind of has, like, a terminal montage energy to how it just comes in and blows stuff up. There is music, you just can't hear it over the murder, that's fair. It is literally just the judgment cut. Wait a second, I can change the view. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't Judgment Cut. It's Light Blades. Original attack, do not steal. You can literally see the earth being torn up on like a massive scale. Any day now. Revali is humming the Star Fox theme to himself. Oh yeah, weird. Changing your perspective counts as an attack, so you just can't do it anymore once you succeed. It is collateral damage and acceptable losses. We saved Korok Forest. There's just because there is no Korok Forest left, it can't be in danger. The real reason why the Koroks are scattered across Hyrule is because you blew them all away in this game. Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks Meme Cycle. Kendrick says, in the end, everything is on fire and the heroes go, we did it! We saved Hyrule. I mean, again, it hasn't come up since, but there is time travel in this game, so we have no idea where this ending could be going. It might turn out that the champions are war criminals, and them being dead is a cover-up. Ganon is in the right.
All clear over here.
Okay, let's go.
Alright. Master Sword? Master Sword 2? You know, the design also kind of reminds me of Yuga from A Link Between the Worlds. And now that I've said that out loud, I'm realizing that Yuga being the leader of the Yiga is like the dumbest possible thing.
This is quite the fog.
Are we even making progress? We could just be going in circles.
Good point. If only someone could fly above and scout the way.
As though I could see anything through this muck. Honestly, do you ever think before you speak?
Getting lost is the least of our worries. If something attacked us, we wouldn't see it coming.
Yes, we must be prepared for even the most unusual.
Oh no, it has a voice. Oh my god, it sounds like Paimon.
Come from.
And who are you?
Oh, me? I am the one who brings song and dance to Korak Forest. Let's go!
Now, they might be blind Onyx, but also it might be one of those things where it's like, you have to be pure of heart to notice them.
Fog, then?
Shoko. I'd love to get home myself.
Yeah, exactly. The fog is very thick.
But there are scary, mean monsters in the woods, and I can't get past them.
You could
Can't even
probably
remember
sneak
if
outside.
Hestu is playable, but it does seem like the kind of character they would make playable.
We have business in the forest. If you lead the way, we can handle the monsters for you.
Really? Woo! Yay! In that case, follow!
Onyx, you're thicker than fog? That's nothing special. We're all thicker than fog. We aren't gas. We're mostly liquid, actually. Science is cool. Did this need a cutscene? I feel like you could have just had it vanish. That wasn't necessary.
I'll take over.
So is this like an escort mission or... These are some tough bats.
Nice going. Nice going.
I'm getting wrecked. That actually sounds like bowling pins.
It's over.
See you later, Neem Cycle.
Oh yeah. Nothing to it.
Yeah, I do know what you meant, Onyx. You were briefly under the impression that you were gaseous, when you were in fact a solid.
Yep.
Okay, Daruk is not ideal for this. He is underpowered. I am running out of health. Also, I didn't do the side stuff, so that's probably going to be a factor, but you do what you gotta do to stream the video games.
Oh yeah. Nothing to it.
You transcend states of matter. What does that mean? Nothing down here. Not even a Korok? Really? Really? No Koroks in Korok Forest? Alright. Yeah, I could have used the training guild and gotten them up to snuff. I thought they would have been fine, because I'm a bit above the level. Like, the stuff's been asking for like 10, 12, but I've been like level, like my Link is level like 22, I think. You're trying to think of a horny word for horny use of the word transcend. Okay, the noise for hitting the skeletons actually sounds kind of weird. Sorry, these aren't skeletons, these are stall creatures. Wait, what's that? There we go. Your creativity levels are bottoming out. Yeah, no, so there's just a giant eye hole in their skull. What a strange creature. I still got that Hinox thing where... No, I can still get knocked out of that? Man, everything in Age of Calamity is so much stronger than it was in Breath of the Wild, except for Daruk's protection. That was just invincible auto-parry insanity. Oh, I guess I dodged an attack there. Can cancel out of that big rolling attack at least, so it's not a death sentence. But it is bizarre you can get knocked out of it. Let me in! Let me in! Oh, they're introducing the Malice. That's what it is. Yes, this was the work of the Yiga clan, creators of lava-like sludge. Icky paint-like goop, you might say. Oh, geez, whoa. The map just got big. You can now play as Hetsu, nice.
I'm on my way.
Unfortunate. Alright. Okay, maracas are a pretty cool weapon, though. Yeah, haha! Although, as far as musical weapons go, I think that Sheik being able to play the songs from Ocarina of Time is cooler. This guy is going to destroy Vinesauce's chat. Why? It's kind of hard to tell what attack is what when I'm using the normal attacks. It's just a bunch of shaking. You just got to pay close attention to button presses, I guess. Yeah, I'm not super feeling this yet, but maybe it'll be a situation where I just have to figure out how to use them. But also, I just don't particularly care for Hetsu, honestly. Hestu. Whichever it is. Oh, that's a good excuse. That, yeah, you gotta have to ways to reuse all of the playable characters to fight them. I wouldn't even be surprised if they have a thing where it's like, oh no, for some reason the Ganon Blights have turned into exact copies of the champions. Now how are we going to fight them? The Hollows. Are you allowed to just call them Hollows? That sounds illegal. Vinesauce has a Korok emote. Sucks to be him. We Bleach now, apparently. My entire exposure to Bleach is like some old advertisements for it when I was a kid and the Gigaboots Bleach podcast. So I have a hot take. They should add this automatic Korok button to Breath of the Wild via a patch. You just hold down the trigger and then you get Korok seeds automatically. You never have to get them ever again, and Nintendo formally apologizes for ever making you collect Korok seeds. Oh wait. Yeah, no, so even this tree creature can still use the Sheikah Slate. If the Blights turned into versions of the champions that were like part Ganon aesthetic and part champion, that would be really cool, but that's also more effort than Nintendo or Koei Tecmo would ever put in. They would just put a texture over them. They could totally reuse this move set if they ever decide to make Captain Olimar in like a Smash Bros. Move. So. Whoa, wait. Is that a Super Smash Bros. Reference? The iconic character Captain Falcon from Super Smash Bros.? I don't know how this is coming through on the stream end, but I am not a fan of the walking sound effect this thing has. Bleach is an anticlimax. I feel like they know that that's coming. They've been pretty heavily warned. Uh-oh. Wrong time to start testing out slate powers. Alright, yeah, no, Hetsu is really not doing it for me. Alright, who's it gonna be? Falco! The thing I find interesting about, because I in general love the idea of fighting against player characters as boss fights. Like I love like Dante and many of the Devil May, well, not many, 2 of the Devil May Cry games. But the Warriors games, you obviously always fight against the other player characters as bosses. But what I love is the idea of like, what are the weak points of their moveset that you're not seeing as a normal player character? Like, when Mipha did her spin move, when you were fighting against her as like a malice thing, you can stasis her, and that's a weak spot. And that's nothing you have to worry about when you're playing, but when it's adapted, you have to start designing for that kind of stuff. And I love those ideas. People have managed to do stuff like convert forms of Sora in Kingdom Hearts 2 into boss fights. Like there's an anti-form Sora boss fight a person's made, and a final form Sora boss fight. And it's just such a neat idea that I want to see so much more in games. And it doesn't happen enough. When it does, it's a bonus a lot of the time. Like I never actually did it, but in Spirit Tracks, you can fight against Shadow Link as like a secret boss fight in a tournament thing. You refight all the bosses, and if you beat all of them, then you get to fight a Shadow Link boss fight. And I really wanted to do it, but I just I was pretty young at the time and I couldn't actually beat it. So yeah, I guess electricity just has no weak spots in this game. It is kind of the awkward thing about having a triangle of elements, because usually it's just the standard to make fire and ice be the opposing things. Yeah, there is a Dark Link in Ocarina of Time. It's kind of a weird fight. There's some really neat stuff that a lot of people don't know about, like how if you swing at him a certain way, I forget the details on it. I haven't, like I've only beaten Ocarina of Time, I can't even remember exactly how many, but like 2 or 3 times. But apparently there's lots of details to the Shadow Link fight that no one's ever going to really see because there's no reason to engage with it that way. But it can do stuff like jump onto your sword and like taunt you, which is super neat. Shadow Link is a pretty recurring thing in Zelda. Like, you can obviously it debuted in Zelda 2 as the final boss. There's a weird multiplayer thing in A Link Between Worlds where you fight against it. It's a really fun antagonist in Four Sword Adventures, actually. I really like how he's used there. It's like a mischievous version of Link, but also it has this aspect of it where it's like, oh yeah, no, if Link ever decided to use his absurd skills and items against the world, it would be cataclysmic. Is it if you lock onto him and stab, he'll jump over your sword and then stab you in the back? That's neat. It takes a ton of effort and it can be kind of jank, but that kind of stuff where you take like a fight and have these little details that no one's ever going to notice is always such a nice thing for a game that happens to be lucky enough to end up well regarded and loved for all of history. Oh yeah, no, I don't think that Yakuza games play particularly well, but there's still lots of cool concept in it. And anytime you fight against, like, anytime where you get to have a boss fight against a former protagonist, like, that's why I like the Dante fight so much. Because you get to see, like, oh, yeah, no, going against that full kit is a nightmare. So yeah, like, the idea of fighting Kiryu is just cool by default. Getting to see all those moves used against you in some way that does hopefully works as a well-designed boss fight. I guess one part of it is that with a boss fight that's not based on anything, like doesn't have any rules that have to be attached to it, you can just kind of do whatever, and there's lots of safer things you can do with the boss design, but when it's a player character, you have to adapt their moves. Do you have iframes when you use those heavy attacks? Like, you just tank stuff? That's kind of rad. I wish this moveset wasn't so satisfying, because I have to not neglect the other characters. So, what The Last of Us 2 was going for was similar to what happens with Metal Gear Solid 2. So that's the idea, but to tie into something that was brought up earlier on the stream, games like The Last of Us, and it's not a Last of Us specific criticism, but as a general rule, those kinds of cinematic games are scared of being games, and it limits how cool it can be to fight against a character that you've controlled. Yeah, boss fights are definitely the coolest part of Yakuza. I've only played Yakuza Kiwami and a little bit of Zero, barely any of it, but it definitely seems like the part where they really like put the effort in. The heavy attack to make the geyser, I believe, is just a one hit. Oh, no, I guess it needs a... Oh, no, that's a dash attack. Wait a second. There we go. Also, speaking of how we've been talking about Shadow Link for a bit, that's totally the down thrust from Zelda 2. Link's a bit too strong. Alright, well, Malice defeated. Alright. Oh, I thought this was going to go right to the Deku tree, but... yeah, alright, I guess. I gotta say, when it comes to, like... Also, man, yeah, surprising this never came up in any of the flashbacks. But I really... when it comes to, like, evil clones and stuff, I vastly prefer actual, like, evil versions of characters. Even if they're still just copies, I like the idea of them, like, being at least like a little bit sapient, or like being like a twisted version of their morals or something like that. It's just way more fun, way more interesting, versus just, this is their combat skills, but they're a copy. Ooh, that's cool. Man. Fi putting in work even after all this time.
What?
So I guess it's gonna be the first time Link's ever pulled out the Master Sword and immediately stabbed someone with it. You know, fortune teller guy could just do something about it, but oh yeah, I guess this Link just by default has enough hearts to pull the Master Sword. It is definitely Kino. It is definitely Raw. Absolutely Goat. And totally Swag. Alright, alright. Let's see what... Blade beams! Okay. Oh, and he's got the Hylian shield right off the bat, too. Alright, alright. What else have I got? Okay, so it's a standard sword and shieldy thing, just... Oh, but I've lost health and I don't have blade beams. Oh. Man, yeah, no. Showing the hearts depleting would have been really cool. Like, that's the thing. Implementing gameplay into your story just default makes it cool. Alright, so I guess this is just the standard sword and shield moveset with a little bit extra. Oh, wait, I gotta use the charge moves now that I got this moveset. Getting those charge moves going is a bit rough with a boss character, but I can definitely do this. Speaking of definitely being able to do something, the World Ends With You 2 actually exists. That's cool. Warrior Rush was too fast. Man, his voice is way deeper than I was expecting, though I also was expecting it to be a girl. Oh yeah, I guess I got these too. Thank you, second chance. You dig the noise look I'm going for? I'm glad. It's such a cool look. The noise are probably some of the coolest enemy designs in anything. Also, man, can you imagine if Link hadn't actually pulled the Master Sword and instead Zelda had just bowled over all those Malice clones, the Hollows, sorry, with her giant bombs? That would have been awkward. And okay, I keep getting greedy going for the charges and it's just not working out right now. Yeah, the Master Sword is pretty much canonically too powerful. Link pulls out the Master Sword and accidentally dies. Yeah, doesn't have enough hearts. That's a gigantic diamond. So Master Sword only has its extra stuff at max health. Man, that's tantalizing. Alright, Onyx, I'll definitely try it out after these cutscenes. Also, new clothes. Alright, let's see if the Deku Tree and Zelda say the word Deku differently in the same cutscene this time.
All is well. The sword you hold is the key to defeating the Calamity, to sealing the darkness. Young hero, you have been chosen.
Wait, Onyx, I thought you supported Twinks.
To wield its power and vanquish the Calamity.
You know, if it wasn't a Musou game, this is actually basically just a normal Zelda game. Like without the, because like there's this, the Master Sword is mandatory. It doesn't break. Oh, you only support Twinks? Well, that makes you more valid in my eyes.
Forgive me. A deep slumber beckons, and even I cannot refuse. You have all that is needed to face whatever destiny awaits.
Words said before disaster struck.
Hyrule's fate is in your hands.
Man, this is just a regular Zelda game with a bad ending. So that was a lie. Boo! Mid character. Oh wait, so I thought those tree shapes were gonna be Hestu things, but I'm not. They must be something else. Oh, it's Hetsu combos. Okay, is it Hetsu or Hestu? I should just check for sure. Hestu, okay. Korok seeds, no! No! Oh, weapon. Oh, so the maracas are weapon capacity. Well, that's good. And the. Oh no! Oh no! It's exactly like Korok seeds. Apple capacity. Oh no! Oh. Well, at least the apple capacity is up. Oh. At least I might get all the Korok seeds in this game instead of Breath of the Wild. I feel so bad for anyone who felt motivated to get all the Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild proper. No one deserves that. Yeah, actually, I guess everyone has enough hearts to draw the Master Sword. It's really nothing special. Ability to de-rust items? Wow, it's just like Sonic and the Black Knight. Bonus combo! Blade that pierces the eye. That must be a different legend from the one about the blade that pierces evil. Or pierces the darkness, I forget how it goes. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't about piercing the eye. Ooh, another combo right away. They really want you to use the Master Sword. Oh, interesting. So you can use that combo for 2 different... Oh, is that the last combo then? Or is it going to be like the... Oh, it just keeps going. Oh, we're finally out. Can't get this one yet. Can get this. Oh, it's more. Yeah, you're right, Onyx. Zelda has finally hit some of the levels of Black Knight, at least. They don't have quite the same levels. They haven't gotten any donuts yet.
I won't stop aiming.
Or any secret rings.
I've outdone myself.
It's a good thing that there's a menu I can use to get to these merchants because... Oh. Alright.
I am stronger then?
Wait, let me count that for a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So is there about enough room for 11, maybe 12 combos for just on regular attacks?
I am stronger than before.
Yeah, I'll try out the combo before making some story progress. Ooh! Bonus! That also reminds me that I need to change my outfit before I forget. Boop, 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 boop. Finally some cool headgear. Look at that. What's the other stuff I got? Not that. Yeah, red and blue is a good combo. What else we got? What else we got? Hylian trousers. Yeah, this is totally a valid hero outfit. It's very close to the Hylian tunic in general. Just red with... And you got like little patterns on it that look kind of... I don't know what culture I'd say that is, but... Yeah. Finally, a good look. Oh, wait. Did it say the Master Sword level 1? It is level 1. Uh-oh. And I got some more pants. Man, they're giving out clothes like they're free. Right. Trying to go to the training dimension. How do I... Right, services. There we go. Meditative training. And we're go. Let's see how raw these combos are. They better be raw. Man, tying the good stuff with the Master Sword to max health, though, that's cruel. Alright. Raw. Neat. Alright. Now let's see what the charging combos are. Nothing special there. Ugh. Stop nicking me. Rah. This blade beam just on a basic level looks really cool, honestly. Like, something about it looks really nice. Alright, well, that's its stuff. I know, I totally didn't even check what's next. Still can't do that. Missing some little jellies. Oh, what's next is question mark, question mark, question mark. That's 3 supersonics. Alright.